The Donda album is out. It's been a few days, and I'm doing a reaction video. Just off top, not gonna show you any, music of it. You've listened to the shit. You should know how it sounds. Let me tell you something. I am a Kanye fan. A fan. I'm not a stan. I am a fan. I support the man. I'm not, psycho over the man, but I support the man anytime the music comes out. And let me tell you, I was not disappointed. This album is beautiful. I was heated like everybody else, waiting for this shit to drop. And honestly, I think it was petty as fuck, but that's Kanye. It's just his middle name should be Petty, but that man is so fucking petty that he wanted to drop this album the same day as Drake. And honestly, I was all for it. I was pissed off that the shit just kept moving and moving and moving, but once it was realized that he's literally just trying to do this to compete with Drake, I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it. And I know a lot of you Drake folks are gonna be like, man, fuck that album, fuck Kanye, he's a bitch, that shit was awful, Certified Lover Boy is going to blow that out of the water. And maybe in your ears that's true, and don't get me wrong, Drake is fire. The man is on top of the game. He's the best in the game. I'll say it right now. He's the best. He's the best when it comes to him. The music that he is on is marvelous. I also feel the same way about Kanye. Kanye, though, is a whole nother level for me. The man has been basically in my life since 2004, whenever college dropped. I think that's when, maybe it was, no, it was earlier than that. I can't remember when college, see, that's how, I'm not a stan because I know the exact dates, but I know it was like 03, 04 when College Dropout came out. I guess I'll figure out if that's true after this video. But anyways, I've been with him since day one. The man he's up here for me. You can't even see, because that's how high up the man is. So I don't want to just go here and just blow Kanye the whole time. I want to talk about the actual album. The whole censoring, I get he's a man of Jesus, the man of the Lord, wants to censor everything because he doesn't want to curse words out to be out there. He's trying to live the most righteous life, and I respect it. It just it throws it off a little bit with the other artists, because obviously he's not cussing really at all. Like couple stuff he censors himself, but it's really like nothing you would even really notice. With the other artists, especially like Playboy, like even fucking I think it was Conway's part. I think it was his part. Somebody's, I can't remember who, but it just just the amount of bleeping just made me feel like like the old days, like you had to listen to the actually, I've never gone through that. I've always had explicit parental advisory since fucking ever. But like like if you ever got like a CD gifted to you from Walmart that your auntie or somebody got you, it was like, hey, happy birthday, here's a CD from Walmart. You're like, ah, shit. This is just lame. It just mutes everything. And that's my thing with it. I'm not a fan of that. And the thing is with the whole, him being about the Lord and everything, I'm not a Christian, but I rock with that shit hard. Like, I'm not a Christian, but Kanye be making me feel the spirit whenever I hear, him talk about God and Jesus. Man, I feel like I'm in the church. And that's funny too, because him and X, are the only ones that ever made me feel that feeling when it comes to Christianity in general. I don't know if anybody else out there feels like that, but the man makes me feel the spirit whenever I listen to his music. I feel like I'm in church, and I feel like I feel God. I believe in God. Don't get me wrong. I'm Native. We have our own. Me specifically, I have my own. Beliefs and my culture. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not Christian, but that shit makes me feel the Lord when I listen to it, and I love that. I love that about the man. I love that I don't ever gotta feel like, because I feel something from his music, that it's wrong, or it doesn't coincide with whatever I'm thinking in my life or how I view that stuff. It doesn't get in the way at all. I sing that shit, all the words through, until once I learn them. But I sing that whole thing word for word, loving Jesus through that whole thing. So I wanted to touch on that part, because how that makes me feel. And just just the length is great, because there's so much, because and not just the length, but the quality of the tracks in this album. It doesn't feel like 24? I don't even know how many, including the extra tracks, but it doesn't even feel that long. I listened to the whole thing, and it's like, man, that thing went by fast. And I love that. I love that about this album, because I couldn't do that for Jesus is King. I couldn't do that for Jesus. Most of the other albums you can, but like those two specifics, even 808s, when it first came out, I couldn't. I mean, now it's cool, but when it first came out, I couldn't feel it. It just takes time. It just takes time for shit to grow on you. Shit to your ear is going to hear things differently in your life. So something you may have heard 5 years ago sounds great now from where your mind and your ear is at. So overall, man, this album was fucking awesome. Comment what you think. If you thought this shit was trash, you think I'm just fucking full of shit, and this you don't really give a shit about Kanye the way you say you do, fuck you. I absolutely do. The man's a genius. The man has always been a genius and always will be a genius. I don't care about his political views. I don't care about his tendencies where he goes off the rail. I don't care. I love the man regardless, and I always will. And the man will always make fire music to me. And I love the pettiness with Drake. Even though I really, really do like Drake, I love the pettiness. Keep it coming for, until you guys make up, kiss, and, make a song together, make an album together. Anyways, I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to this YouTube space. I don't have really anybody watching at the moment, but I know one day these will catch on somewhere. My channel will be someplace where, people will pay attention. So, getting used to this. These are my first few videos. This is my first reaction video. I want to make actual, reacting to the videos as they, as I'm watching them, things that I haven't seen before. I want to do YouTube reactions for videos, but, I'll talk about, in another video how my process of getting to that point is going to happen. We're making it happen. Along with doing things like this, we're making it happen, but I'll keep you informed as I get, the steps of software, everything I need to go ahead and go and do that, so we'll see. Until then, catch you next time.